Hello Aries, Elsie here to do your monthly reading. It is a reading for March of 2025. Aries, there's a whole damn party going on in your sign this month. This is going to be a really big month of change for you. And so, so that's why I decided to use the moonology, because not only did we just get through a new moon cycle, right? We just stepped through the doors of this new cycle. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in your sign for the month of March. And I'm just going to give you the crib notes, and then you can go see an actual astrologer to find out how it's going to affect you. But it's going to affect all of us in different ways because we're all different signs. But right now, Mercury has moved into your sign, and so has Venus. So they are both there. And from the 1st until the 27th, from the 1st until the 12th, Venus will be in retrograde. And so it's going to make you question what you desire. It's going to make you, it's like you're going to be redefining beauty and worth. And maybe, maybe wondering, was I chasing surface level validations? Something like that. On the 14th, we do have an eclipse. And then on the, we do have Mercury in your sign right now, and Mercury goes retrograde on the 15th. So we're already in the shadow phase. As you can see, I'm kind of stumbling over my words. And that's how it happens for me sometimes. So the 15th, it goes retrograde until April the 7th, but it will slide back into Pisces on the 29th. So you have it from the 15th to the 29th in your sign. So what does that mean? It means heightened impulsiveness. It means intense communications and the potential for misunderstandings and self-reflection possibly might be at that time. Our post-shadow period is going to be up until around the 30th, so we're going to be in retrograded energy for a while. And then we have Neptune that is in your sign on March the 30th, which is going to inspire action and creativity and innovation. So the retrograde retrograde Venus in Aries is going to make you settle old wounds. It's going to make you make decisions about your romantic life. So there's a bunch of stuff that, look, I don't know, I can't even write it. Look at this. That's really what it is. We're summing it up right now. That emotions are running high. It's just as if it were a super moon. So for you, Aries, there's going to be a lot of changes, and some of it might come on the heels of blurting things out. So be careful about your communications, right? You've got a whole lot of stuff going on, a whole party going on in your sign here in the month of March. So communication is key. Look, I can't write it. Communication really is the key whilst emotions are running high. And it says new moon in Gemini. And so we just had a new moon in Pisces, right? Pisces is the sign that's next to yours. And so that's why retrograded Mercury is going to move from your sign back to Pisces again. All right. Let's find out what else we've got here for you. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Tell me about the month of March of 2025 for Aries. Deception. Look, false illusions are going to be coming to the surface. Like I said, maybe some of you will be wondering, do I have worth? Am I beautiful enough? Am I good looking enough? Am I good enough on the outside as I am on the inside? Have I been chasing surface validations? It feels like false illusions and scarcity is going to be coming to the surface for you a little bit, showing you that you have fallen possibly into some bad habits. We've got manifestation, the law of attraction, thoughts become things. So be aware of that. Thoughts do become things, and that communication is key. Tell me more about Aries in the month of March. Tell me more about Aries. So for some of you, your birthday is going to be spent in retrograde, right? Because it goes into retrograde, Mercury goes into retrograde on the 15th, and then it will be there till the 29th. So we'll already be in Aries season at that time. We've got education. I feel like it's the key. Oh, I really love that it's card number 12 because that is Piscean energy, right? We are dealing with things moving back and forth between your sign and Pisces, but also I think the education comes from your intuition. So for those of you who have really been trying to listen to your intuition, being educated by your intuition, I feel like this month is really going to stretch you. It's really going to stretch you in places like that you've never been stretched before. We've got karmic message. What is this? Secrets. What is this? Message of forgiveness. So, the Venus in retrograde energy, that's kind of what that is, settling old wounds, right? Making decisions about your romantic life or possibly karmic romance that you've had in the past. Venus being in retrograde is kind of like, on top of Mercury being in retrograde, which we know we can get visits from people from our past. They may be showing up just to give or get forgiveness. We do have a message of forgiveness. We have secrets, and then we have karmic message. So you could be settling old wounds, things that were not resolved or you felt like they were not resolved, could be what is going to be happening for you in the month of March. All right, make sure you check out your favorite astrologer on the platform to find out exactly how it's going to be for you. All right, let's find out what's going on in the month of March for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Happy March to you. I'm throwing these on March the 1st. So Venus and Mercury are already in your sign as we throw these energies here. Emotions are running high. Why is that? Tell me about this. We've got the Seven of Swords, we've got the Two of Cups, and we've got the Strength card. Look, I'm just going to say that this kind of is giving me the energy that we just talked about, right? The Seven of Swords could be deception. Deception, maybe you feel like someone's not being truthful or some things are under the surface. Where? Love. Those are the old wounds. Those are making decisions about your romantic life. Have I been chasing surface level validation? Am I dating this person because they look good on my arm and not necessarily because they are my life partner? We do have the Strength card here. Being strong and courageous. Trying to look at the situation and make decisions whilst emotions are running high. You might find yourself in a little bit of hermit energy. You might decide to just run off to the forest. You know what I mean? Sit with the mushrooms and the little people and try and calm yourself. I feel like some healing will be in order. That's what we have the lamp here is for. And the hermit though is pretty solid, right? A wand, right? That's your energy. Wands are fire energy. The wand, pretty solid, putting it in the ground. I feel like you are going to heal your way through this season. I feel like this March season for you is going to all be about things coming to the surface so you can see them, and then so you can tackle them as they are standing in your way. I feel like there's things that are going to be resolved for you, and I feel like it's all going to be done in very high emotions, I'm just going to say. Let's find out what else is going on for Aries. We have the Chariot. Ooh, boy, Aries. This energy, look, when I see the Chariot, to me, it is victory and success, but it's also that victory and success is coming from underneath the depths because of Cancer energy. Cancer likes to play under the surface until I'm ready to show it to you. I'm not going to show it to you. And what's next door? The Tower. So I feel like there's going to be things that are coming up from the depths that I think that you will get your victory and success over. I feel that you will conquer these things, but I also feel like not before it turns into a shit show, not before things start to shift and change and the earthquake comes and the renovation is here. And I don't mean literally for the earthquake. I'm not predicting that. But the Page of Wands is telling me that it's all going to bring you to a place of realization, or it's meant to get your attention. This is the spark, right? So it's meant to get your attention. It's meant to bring you some sort of a message. So it feels like as we enter this month of March here, this stuff I feel is you're going to start feeling it pretty soon. I just did a weekly reading for you just the other day, and it was all about things that are shifting, but really like in a really good way for you, Aries. I really feel like this energy is meant to bring amazing things to your life through change. I think you're going to hate it because I don't think you like to be told what to do. That's the thing. I feel like this Tower, when it shows up, is a lot of shifting and changing. It's renovation. It's the pulling down of something so something can be built in its place that's stronger, bigger, better, faster, stronger. And I feel like it's going to be a hardship for you to get through that. This whole beginning, the first week and a half of the month, might be very confusing and overwhelming for you because there's so many things that are changing in your midst here. And I feel like there are going to be things that you didn't realize, deceptions that come to the surface. You're going to see liars. You're going to see people, so the feelings they said they had under the surface weren't really the feelings that are on on the surface, you might be living in a little bit of scarcity mentality, wondering what the hell is going on. It feels like, the thing is that this is preparing you for the eclipse that comes up in the middle of the month. Because on the 14th, the 13th or the 14th, we do have a full lunar eclipse in Virgo. And Virgo is the one that's cleaning out closets. Analytics, cleaning out closets. I don't need this. Yep, I'll keep that. Nope, I don't need grandma's blanket. It's like the analytics of throwing things here and there. I'm going to keep some things, and some things, it's like the organizational part of it, but also eclipses are meant to change things. Eclipse things from our life, things that we don't need. Tell me about this deception, please. We've got the 10 of Cups. It might be within your family. You might be hashing things out within the family. You might be finding deceptions in the family. Maybe you found out that your sister was lying to you, or your brother was, or maybe your mother was keeping something under the surface. It feels like it might be familial for you. It could be in your own family. Maybe you're married and you have children, right? It could be that as well. We do have the Lovers, and we have the Moon energy. Yikes, look. This is giving me the energy that maybe there's a secret lover going on here. And it doesn't have to be in your life. It could be in your family life. It could be mom, dad, sister, brother. There's something coming to the surface here with the family that I feel is going to expose. Maybe you're going to find out maybe your one of your parents was married long ago and has a child. Or that's sort of the energy that it's giving me here. Of course, that's not going to be for all of you, right? But, and if it's not yours, please don't take it. But I'm just saying, with this energy of deception, and then we have the 10 of Cups, which is, essentially family and happy. The thing is that if there is a child roaming around here, you're going to have a new sibling and you're going to be happy about it. Like, it feels like it's something that's being brought from the depths. From the Moon energy is expect the unexpected, right? Things aren't as they seem. For some of you with the Moon energy next to the Lovers, you could be realize something, that when Venus is in retrograde, right? It's about, was I chasing surface level validation? And that could be showing up in a relationship with somebody you know or with yourself. Was I deceiving myself? We've got the Emperor in the reverse. I don't doubt it. Look, I feel like if you're the Emperor in the reverse this month, there's a reason for it. And I think it's because of the planetary movements. I feel like it might be a month of heightened anxiety. But I want to say, just remember who you are, right? Remember who you are, that you have been given all the tools. You have the resources. You have the skills. You can manifest anything that you want. It's all about the law of attraction, and that thoughts become things. So if you can control your thoughts, you can control the situation. So the Emperor is in the reverse. Look, I'm giving it to the Emperor. I'm just saying, if you're in the reverse, maybe if that's all you do, then it's good on you. But the Emperor being in the reverse tells me you're not having a happy time of it here. It's been a little bit of a hard time, because when the King of Swords is in the reverse, the King of Swords is not making logical decisions, right? It's not making really good decisions, not logical decisions, not looking for the facts. And when the King of Wands is in the reverse, the King of Wands is hesitating, sitting down. I'm not making that decision today, not moving forward, not going to get things. When the King of Cups is in the reverse, it's overly emotional. It's emotional outbursts, right? And when the King of Pentacles is in the reverse, it could be financial impacts. It also could be something that has to do with your house, your home, your family. So I feel like I'm going to give you that one. But I feel like the Nine of Swords here is telling me that there is a little bit of worrisome energy. And I think it's because we do have the Moon here. The Moon and the Nine of Swords give me that something is, it's almost like, and for some of you, all of these dramatics won't come to fruition, but for some of you, it's like the anxiety of it, right? It's like you're having this feeling of, it's just feelings is what it is. It's really deep feelings. We do have the Star energy here. And the Star energy is about healing. So I feel like in the middle of the month, you are relieving yourself of this anxiety type energy, because the eclipses are helping you release things, especially with an eclipse in Virgo. It's helping you go through things, make sense of things, going through the analytics and really figuring out what it is that you want and you do not want. I feel like it's a time of cleaning out closets, cleaning out drawers, cleaning out whatever it is that needs cleaning out. And then we have close to the end of the month, the last week and a half of the month or so, we have education. Education of the intuition. I feel like all of this is sharpening your intuition, because things are going to be coming to the surface that you already knew. You're going to be like, I knew it, that it was that thing was underneath the surface, but some things are going to be revealed for you here. We have the Three of Wands. I feel like this intuitive education, I'm going to say, this intuitive or empathic self. The Queen of Cups shows up, and I feel like you are turning your back on something in order to move forward. Look, I kind of like that the King of Cups is in the upright here, because it does tell me that you get, the Emperor in the reverse is the King of Cups in the reverse. And so I feel like you start getting your footing again by the end of the month, because by the end of the month, that's when Neptune shows up for you, right? And that is inspiring action and creativity and innovation. So I feel like that's when you start to get your footing again. And also Mercury being in retrograde slides back into Pisces on the 29th. So I feel like things start to settle themselves, I'm going to say. And we do have the Queen and the King of Cups here. So if you are in a relationship, I think that somebody here might be expanding on that relationship. So if you are dating someone, you might move to being engaged. If you're engaged, you might move to marriage. It feels like with the Three of Wands, it feels like somebody here wants to expand, wants to go out there and find out what is it, how can we stretch this relationship to its absolute depths, I feel. And I feel like you're listening to your intuitive energy is giving you education, the psychic self, right? Which is card number 12. That's Pisces energy. And it might be concerning three, right? 3 here. It might be concerning also partnerships, right? So partnerships in business, partnerships in your home. We've got the Three of Cups. We've got the Three of Swords, and we've got the Five of Swords. So I feel like we're finding resolutions, is what it feels like with the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Swords, because the 3 and the 5 of Swords are 8. And I feel like you're kind of stuck in the moment, or stuck in your mind, or obsessively thinking about something. But I feel like the Three of Cups is telling me that you start to have resolution, and realizing that maybe these were just intrusive thoughts, and maybe things that weren't necessarily happening in your life, but all of the planetary movements that are happening directly in your sign is what is giving you this energy of the Eight of Swords, stepping carefully. And I feel like you're going to be making decisions about things that you need and things that you don't need. And I feel like you are going to, some of those things, you're just going to win at any cost. We see people in the background there that, they feel as though they've been defeated. I feel like you are defeating some of the things that are hurtful in the mind, the deceptions possibly, the things that disappointed you or broke your heart. It feels like you are defeating some of those intrusive thoughts, I want to say. And the Three of Cups is telling me that you are having, you're going to be rejoicing by the end of the month. This is going to be sorting out a lot of things that have been going on in your life for a while. And I think for some of you, you're going to be hearing from karmics from the past. People who actually just want to, maybe you'd bump into somebody. Maybe there's secrets that you don't realize, things that were going on below the surface with the karmic. Maybe you had a relationship back there that broke up and you don't know why, and you still didn't have any answers. I feel like this person's going to be coming forward with a message of forgiveness, and possibly a message of love, but definitely a message of peace. Lots of messages, and it looks like it's going to be happening soon. And so it feels like there is a lot of change, a lot of moving parts this month for you to hang on to, right? There's lots of moving parts, but there's going to be a lot of change. The Six of Pentacles here tells me that you will be giving reciprocal energy to those people who you believe have earned a spot in your life, and those ones who haven't, well, I feel like you're just going to heal yourself from this Emperor in reverse energy, and you're just going to move on. I feel like that's what's going to happen here. We do have the Ace of Wands, which is your energy. You are going to move forward anyway. It's like you are closing doors. That's exactly what this is for. It's like this particular season for you, this March season, things that are moving into your sign, even though it's not Aries season until like the 20th, right? But I feel like it's meant for you to be able to close doors. I feel like there's a bunch of doors that you left open, and those doors are all about to slam shut, one after the other, after the other, after the other. And I feel like this is a cleanup month. That's what it feels like. Also on the 29th, there is then a partial solar eclipse in your sign. So that's the finality of it, the 29th. And that is finally when you do shut the door, right? Through decisions. Yep. And I don't think that you're going to have much time to prepare. Feels like you are making decisions, but I also feel like you're letting go of things you've been holding on to for a while, so you can finally move forward in a very changed way. This whole month is going to change you immensely. And I feel like it's destined that all of this planetary stuff goes on, so you can clean up some old closets, and you can clean up maybe things that are in the mind as well, because we do have the Nine of Swords in the middle of your reading. So it feels like a lot of change is coming for you here, deep change, but it also is things that are moving forward in a fortunate way. I feel like this is all the cleanup here. Let's take a look at here before I let you go. Tell me about Aries, please, for the month of March. We do have the man. I have rolling the dice. Look at that. Somebody's going to be rolling the dice on their career. And it feels like, when I say rolling the dice on your career, it feels like somebody calls you out and you're like, nah, brah. Let's talk about that thing. Maybe that thing is something that you've been avoiding. Maybe you've been feeling taken for granted. I feel like this card number 28, this man here, is telling me that I'm feeling very vulnerable. And because this person's sitting here with bare feet, they have a rose in their hand, like maybe you're feeling very vulnerable. Card number 28 is a 10, and it breaks down to a 1, which is the beginning of a new you, beginning of a new cycle. And then the dice show up and say, you know what? I'm just going to roll the damn dice, and I'm going to let the universe take care of it. We have card number 39. And that's a 12. We have a 12 here as well. The 12 is the education. And maybe you're just going to throw the dice and say, I'm just going to go with whatever my intuition tells me to do. But because we have card 19 there, it is the sun in tarot. And so everything is illuminated for you, right? And this is, institution. It could be corporation. It feels like it has something to do with your job or your work structures, whether you have a business or whether you have a job. It feels like there is going to be some sort of realization that you're just going to roll the dice. Possibly you're going to leave that job and go off and start a business. Maybe you're leaving the business to go off and get another job. Who knows? But we do have card number 18. 18 is the moon. I think what you don't see is that there is going to be somebody here who is lurking under the surface here that loves you a lot. A very loyal and reliable friend, it feels like. It could be a lover as well, but it does feel like a friend to me. And 18 and 18 here. And we do have the lovers. We have the 10 of hearts here, the 10 of cups. It does feel like there is somebody here that is going to surprise you, maybe tell you their feelings, or maybe tell you that they're falling in love with you, or, and it could be a little awkward because maybe you're already in a relationship. It could be that. Bottom of the deck, we have the swans, and swans mate for life. So maybe you already are in a relationship. Somebody could divulge their feelings to you, even though you're already married, or you're already engaged, or you're already otherwise occupied with another person. I'm going to leave that right here. Thank you so much for being here and watching. Remember, communication is key. Emotions are running high. Careful, Aries. I'm going to go for now. Thanks for coming here and watching. I'll be back because I'm always back. You guys take care. Bye-bye.